Bede, or Champion Bede, the last of the 3 anniversary Master Fairs. For now, and in this video, I tell you all the reasons why you want to skip the sync pair. So with that said, strap on your seatbelts, sit tight, and let's begin this Do Not Scout video. Let's do this. Yo, 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 this is Sol, also known as SPL Gum, also known as Spatial Gum, also known as Grunt, Yardis Team Skull Grunt, and this is Pokemon Masters EX. And in this video, I tell you why you want to skip Bede and Articuno. And if you actually listen to my intro, I said, yes, this is the last of the 3 anniversary units for now. For now. Why did I say for now, guys? The update... Well, the March update is not yet complete. Every single event has been kind of data mined. Yes, we have events happening from the last day of February until the last several days of March. But, you know, events come with images. And we still do not have an image for Pokemon Masters Day yet. Unless DNA has changed their formula and stuff. But we do not exactly have an image for Pokemon Masters Day with 6-star EX, Lieutenant Surge, with Torchics, Expanded Synchrid and stuff. We do not have images for that. So, there's a huge possibility that we will be getting an update before Pokemon Masters Day. And if you actually read the message from the Pokemon Masters team, it says that they're gonna introduce a limited time champion stadium next update. Now, they did not say next month, they said next update. And next update, well, we have a special battle event fighting against the 3 champions, but it is coming near the end or near a couple of days. I'm not sure if it's when Bead comes out or 2 days or 1 day after Bead comes out, but it is not yet that limited time champion stadium thing. So there will be a limited time champion stadium thing, and as we know, Neo Champion Stadium events, Neo Champions all come out with champion sync pairs. Bede is a champion. Every single champion unit has been a Master Fair. There have been 5. Champion Serena, Champion Callum, Champion Marnie, Champion Hop, Champion Bede. All of those sync pairs are Master Fairs. So, there's a huge possibility that if they introduce a Neo Champion Stadium event, this time not a story event, but a Champion Stadium event where we can battle against, there's a huge possibility that there's gonna be a new champion unit, and with that champion unit, there's a high possibility that there's gonna be another Master Fair, at least one. Champion Victor with Cinderace, finally, Libero Cinderace, I do not know. Victor and Cinderace needs more love. But anyway, guys, another reason is because, well, before all of that, guys, don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you haven't, because it takes time to think about these stuff and make these slides. So hit the thumbs up right now, help out the YouTube algorithm. We're getting close to 10k subs, but we're not quite there yet. Help us grow this channel to 10k subs. And, you know, leave a comment, keep your notifications on, you know the drill. Tell me your reasons why you want to scout or skip for Bede and Articuno. Tell me everything. If you're angry about this video, do tell me as well, but it's easy to know if you've actually watched this video or not in the comments. And I'm pretty, amused about that. You can definitely see who just comes into the channel video to just rage about, hey, you should... What nonsense, what stupidity are you talking about? Why do not scout something? It's just funny to read those comments. But anyway, I'm enjoying that. Alright, let us... Another reason why this is sus is because if you look at the timeline of events, you don't even need to look at the end date. But let me just hide myself so you can see the end date of Ball Guy over here. Ball Guy ends on, I cannot find my own, okay. Ball Guy ends on April 6th. So 2 days before, or rather, that's the last day of Ball Guy. So every single sync pair ends 1 day after the written date. So Marnie ends on April 9, Hop ends on April 9. The last day you will be able to scout them is April 8 and April 6. Now if you look at the dates, March 4, March 21, there's a long gap. And yes, there are rerun events, rerun sync pair scouts happening in between, but this is sus. Having only 4 sync pairs, yes, it has happened before, but having only 4 sync pairs with a huge gap in between is just sus. And if there's always a little chance that there's gonna be a little secret sync pair in between. We have had that happen way before with Alder. Alder was not part of the previous Datamine that came with him, that came with the update for his month, and then they suddenly introduce another Datamine with Alder happening. So boom, Alder suddenly comes into the sync pair scout. People were not ready, and that's just what happened. So there's always a possibility that there's gonna be another sync pair between Bede and Ball Guy, and not just 1, maybe 2, maybe 3, who knows, but hopefully just 1, just in case, or better yet 0, because you know, Master Fair, it's not exactly great rates. People have been shafted for these sync pairs. I have had people tell me how frustrating their pulls were. I have had people tell me how lucky their pulls were as well. So either you get lucky or you get shafted, but oftentimes people watch the lucky people. People listen to the lucky people, get influenced to scout on these banners, and suddenly they are not on luck's side and they get shafted, and they get so frustrated because all the gems they're saving for probably Bead goes to another sync pair, and then their gems just go bye-bye because they get shafted, which is sad. So if you really want any of these sync pairs and you only have like enough for 1, and you want, you know, your favorite, as always, go for your favorite. Don't listen to us, just go scout for your favorite and go all out. 36,600 gems, because you know there's always a high chance, there's only a 1% chance of scouting for these units and then ending up either lucky or shafted. I got shafted with Marnie. I got 2 copies of Hop at scout points. So Bede is also the same, shares the same rates, so hopefully we get Bede before scout points this time. Meanwhile, Ball Guy over here is a limited unit, but you can get 1 copy immediately with 7,500 paid gems. So limited unit, but shares spotlight rate, so 2% chance of getting Ball Guy. I have seen his kit, his extra effects, and it's actually good. Ball Guy is probably better than most other sync pairs, in my opinion. So we're gonna talk about Ball Guy very soon, but here is all about Bead. So before that, guys, I want to thank all the members of my channel. Before that, watch these videos if you want a positive look of these sync pairs. I'm gonna be overly negative here in this video. If you want positive things, check out this video. Check out my other video if you just want 1 copy. And again, going back to my members, thank you to all the members of my channel. Thank you everyone for your support. And thank you as well to all my gifters. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of you now. Thank you very much for showering, for making this channel grow. Every one of my receivers, thank you. Hopefully you get active. Hopefully you are active. and have fun in the comment section, in the live chat, in the everything. And you get access to my dance videos coming very soon. If you want to help out the channel monetarily, you can click on the join button down below or become active so that you will have a chance of becoming a receiver of the gifted memberships if any of these people or any other people are generous enough. But thank you very much, everyone. And now let's move back to the main event. Bede and Articuno. And you know what? To make this more fun, I'd rather show you DNA's video rather than just pure text. So this is DNA's 3.5-year celebration sync pairs, Bede, Champion, and Articuno. Let's watch this together.
Pink is all well and good, I suppose, but I think I'll cover you in the color of Bead.
Color of Bede, sus.
It's me, Bead. I will reign as the top trainer in the world. I would expect nothing less. We are worthy of this power. This is it!
Alright, that is the end of Bede's part. In this, right now, I'm gonna tell you everything DNA does not talk about in this thing. We're gonna summarize everything. So Bede is the third of the bunch, and Bede is a master sync pair. As a master sync pair, he has a master passive skill that gives everyone. He has Galar Flag Bearer, same master passive as Leon. So it powers up everyone's special attack, powers up everyone's physical attacks, and it also increases everyone's defenses against the opponent's physical attacks and special attacks, but it does not apply to sync moves. So this is a support sync pair that can give everyone free move next unlimited number of times. But how does this work? This works by, well, we have to go a little bit lower into this, which I kind of want to jump right now. It is Triumphant, is it? Triumphant Tenacity. No, it's not Triumphant Tenacity, but it's actually Bee Freezing Glare. Now that we're here, this Bee Freezing Glare has a 10% chance of leaving the opponent frozen. And it raises everyone's defense, special defense, by 1. Does it raise critical hit rate, or is it the other way? I think this is the one that raises just defense and special defense, and it gives everyone a free move next. Free move next effect. Free Bee Freezing Glare can only be used once, and the way you unlock it, guys, is you have to use, or this will be unlocked whenever your sync move countdown is reduced by 3. Now I want to go back. And there's a little small text over here. It says the activation countdown is not reduced when the remaining MP of this move is 0. So, once you use Bee Freezing Glare, your MP goes down to 0. And, you know, this deactivates. This is in fact the only buddy move right now out of the 3 that has 1 MP. The others are unlimited number of uses. Yes, you can bring this back because of Balon Leia teachings, as you can see over here. In fact, let me just give you a better slide over here. Balon Leia teachings restores 1 MP of not just Triumphant Tenacity, but also Bee Freezing Glare after any of your sync pairs uses their sync move. So any of your sync pairs can use your sync move and it will restore 1 MP. But if your MP is 0 for Bee Freezing Glare, the countdown of Bee Freezing Glare will not lower down. You have to lower the countdown -3 every single time you want to use Bee Freezing Glare. So your Bee Freezing Glare's countdown will not reduce if the MP is 0. So you have to use your sync move first and have 3 sync pairs or 3 moves, 3 attacks, 3 whatsoever lined up before you can use another Bee Freezing Glare, which takes up time, or which takes up 1 turn cycle. So that's a bummer because it takes time before you can use Bee Freezing Glare. In fact, it would be much better if you can use your Sync move, then Bee Freezing Glare immediately. Unfortunately, that's not the case here with this Moltres. Now, let's move on.
I would expect nothing less.
Another reason why you don't want to scout for him is because of how lazy his kit is. Like all the previous Sync pairs that we have discussed, Hiya! His moves are so boring. Freezing Glare, Bee Freezing Glare, always winning Freezing Glare. Come on, DNA. Why all the Freezing Glare, Freezing Glare, Freezing Glare, Freezing Glare? There are more to Articuno than just Freezing Glare. And now, you know, probably forgivable that you gave another attack. You have Confusion. But having 3 Freezing Glares in the kit is just uninspired and boring. It's kind of sad. So, yeah, that's that. Freezing Glare is a 4-move gauge attack. And as a support Sync pair, don't expect yourself to deal a lot of damage. Yes, it's pretty strong, but don't expect yourself to deal a lot of damage because, well, the only good thing about Freezing Glare is that it has a 10% chance of leaving the opponent frozen. I'd rather stick to Confusion instead for 1-move gauge attack. And now with the trainer move, Triumphant Tenacity. You can use this twice. It raises everyone's attack, special attack, and critical hit rate by 2. Nice! Nice offensive support. It can also give everyone physical moves up next effect and special moves up next effect, which powers up everyone's next physical attack or buddy move by 40% damage and special attack or special buddy move by 40% increase in damage. Sounds nice until you actually look at what DNA does not tell you, which Triumphant Tenacity is a 4-move gauge move, trainer move. My goodness, 4-move gauge trainer move. Are you serious? This is just so expensive and it just wastes everyone's turn unless you have that free move next from Bee Freezing Glare. And how do you use this? Again, you have to use Bee Freezing Glare, get a free move next, use your Sync move, use 1 turn cycle, use Bee Freezing Glare, then use Triumphant Tenacity again, which takes up a whole lot of time. Long cycle, 4 move gauges, what a joke. If it's 3 move gauges, I would forgive you, but 4 move gauges is just so expensive. A trainer move with 4 move gauges is unheard of, but the benefits, the physical moves up next effect and special moves up next effect, unlimited number of times, is quite good. But aside from that, well, it's just sad. Yes, you can restore this unlimited number of times with Balontea teaching, but then it's just, I don't know how you're gonna, probably we have to use him and try him out really with all that before we get a final judgment. You know, his speed stat, if we actually look, is 244. It's not a lot. And yes, you need move gauges for this one. You need 4 move gauges for Triumphant Tenacity. Yes, Confusion, just 1 move gauge. But of course, you want to use the trainer move for support Sync pairs more than the attacking move. So that's that. You have Conniving Wings as another passive skill. But before that, I don't think DNA showed us his Sync move animation. So this is his Sync move animation. Enjoy. Hiya, the poor explosion Lucario. Hiya. Conniving Wings reduces your Sync move countdown by 1 at the first start of the battle. Raises everyone's speed stat plus 2. This pairs up very well with Champion Hop because Champion Hop has inertia. But it also raises everyone else's speed stat, which is Bead, which needs that speed stat because it's pretty low. Now, as I said in my Who to Scout for video, you need, if you want to use him effectively, you have to have either the trio together or some other head start sync pair. Because Freezing Glare unlocks immediately at the start of the battle if you have your sync move countdown lowered -3. Champion Marnie lowers your sync move countdown. Champion Hop lowers your sync move countdown. Champion Bede lowers his sync move countdown at the start of the battle. So that means at the start of the battle, you can use Freezing Glare immediately and have your defense and special defense increase +1 and gives everyone free move next, so that you can follow this up with Triumphant Tenacity, which is gonna be free, and that's how you use him a little bit more effectively rather than just using Triumphant Tenacity, using all your move gauge, and you cannot do anything else except trainer moves during that turn. His defense stat and special defense stat is pretty decent. And yes, that buddy move can raise your defense and special defense by 1, which is 1 only. Pretty low. You have to use Freezing Glare 6 times, and that's 6 sync move cycles if you want to maximize everyone's defense and special defense. Very rarely does a battle last 6 sync move cycles. In fact, most battles end at 2 sync move cycles. You just want 1 sync move cycle to be better so that the opponent will not kill you by getting their sync sync buff higher and higher and higher. You want to end the battle as quickly as possible. With just 1 defense and special defense raise, it's pretty low. But with 3 out of 5, you get Freezing Glare Barricade Buddies 1 and Freezing Glare Shielded 1, so that when you use Freezing Glare, your defense and special defense goes up +2 instead of +1. This is 3 out of 5. That means you need 3 copies in order to have this benefit. And I think out of all these tiles over here, this is the most important 2 tiles for Champion Bede to make him an effective, not just an offensive support, but also a defensive support, which means he becomes overall good support sync pair. But you need 3 out of 5 for him to be effective. So if you're just planning on scouting 1 copy or 2 copies, then probably skip this sync pair because he only gets to become effective with 3 copies. If you're planning to give candies, then by all means give him the candy. But at 1 copy or 2 copies, he's not gonna be that effective in terms of raising everyone's defenses, in terms of everything like that. But there's also one thing missing about him. He's an offensive support, he's a defensive support. There's another kind of support as well, which is your healing supports. And this sync pair is not a healing support. He can heal himself with 3 out of 5, Recuperation 2. Once you use your sync move, you get to recover 40% HP for himself. And at 3 out of 5, you also get Curative Confusion 1. If the opponent is confused and you attack the opponent, you get to restore HP for himself. But he does not care about others. He is a selfish sync pair, and he only cares about himself and how high and mighty Bede is. So, he will not be able to restore the HP of all your other sync pairs. Which I guess, with this trio, it's fine. Marnie can restore her HP by 40%. Pop cannot restore his HP except with Brawling, Healing, I think. So every one of his teammates can in some way or another heal their own HP. But Bede does not have Potion, Bede does not have Mini Potion All, Bede does not have a trainer move that can recover everyone's HP, Bede does not have Synchro Healing, Bede only cares about himself with Curative Confusion 1 and Recuperation 2. And that's a sad thing, because I love healing supports. If you want a battle to be longer, you want a support that can heal everyone's HP. Something like Signasuit Morty can restore everyone's HP with Sun. Something like Palentine's Mallow, who can restore everyone's HP with each attack. Bede or Champion Bede does not have any of those things, which is sad. Now you got Bee Freezing or Freezing Glare, Charging Confusion 9. And in fact, a lot of things with Bede's kit rely on confusing the opponent. The opponent is confused, something happens. Freezing Glare, Charging Confusion restores your move gauge by 2 when you hit a confused opponent. And then you have Hostile Environment 2, giving you a 30% chance instead of a 10% chance to freeze the opponent, which is honestly not high. Only Hostile Environment 2. If it's Hostile Environment 5, 6, 7, I would forgive this, but 2 is just low. So there's no point in using his Freezing Glare at all. It's just an expensive move. His stats are not exactly that high. I'd rather stick to Confusion instead and have my other sync pairs just boost themselves, just attack the opponent instead of using Bead to attack the opponent. Team Sharp Entry 1 as well at the start of the battle gets to raise everyone's critical hit rate by 1. But you can always use your Trainer Move instead rather than just Team Sharp Entry 1. But remember, Trainer Move is 4 move gauges. Now, let's check out his grid. As you can see over here, this is a Bee Freezing Glare, Shielded 1, and Barricade Buddies 1 because I feel that these tiles are extremely important for Bede and Articuno. So we got this. We got Bee Freezing Glare, Barricade Buddies 1, and Bee Freezing Glare, Shielded 1. We got a Curative Confusion 1 so that we will recover our own HP. We got an Aggravation 9 so that we will 100% confuse the opponent. And we got the Confusion Move Gauge Refresh 9 over here, which we can remove this and give it this instead. We're left with 4 energy. If I remove this, give this, we're left with 0 energy. I want Recuperation 2, it's 10 energy. If I give this, I have -7 energy. If I remove Curative Confusion, I have -7. If I remove this, I'd rather have Curative Confusion than Recuperation 2. It's just sad that I cannot give everything. And if you're wondering, Post Haste 3, can I give this instead? Well, it doesn't exactly make a huge difference. I'm giving Post Haste 3 so that when I'm attacked, I have a 40% chance of raising my own speed stat. And Bede desperately needs that speed stat in order to be effective. So, that's the thing about Bede. And energy levels. DNA give us more energy because there are tiles that we want to get, especially 4 out of 5, 5 out of 5, and we cannot get them because we do not have enough energy. So, that's a little roundup of Champion Bede and Articuno. Again, timeline of events, he's the last out of the bunch, but he might not be the last Master Fair. We might have more if it does not happen between March 4 to 21. Maybe after March 21. Who knows? Because we have had that happen in the past. I think the anniversary units last year, 3.5, I'm not sure, were anniversary May, anniversary Skyline, anniversary Raihan, but that was not exactly the anniversary Sync Fair because Signasuit Serena came out after. I might be mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. So, there is always a chance that there might be more, guys. And now, let's move on to the stats. Champion Marnie has the highest special attack stat. Champion Bede has the highest HP, highest defense, and highest special defense out of the bunch. And again, Champion Marnie can raise her special attack a little bit higher, a lot higher, by having her HP less than 100%, which is just crazy strong. But that's all to the stats. Now let's move on to the multipliers. As a support sync pair, it's nice to see Champion Bede have some multipliers. We got super effective up next at 3 out of 5. I did not exactly emphasize this earlier, But once you use your sync move for the very first time using Champion Bead, you can give everyone a super effective up next effect. But again, we're not able to get this on our grid earlier because I feel that Shielded 1 and Barricade Buddies 1 with his Bee Freezing Glare is much more important than everything else in his kit. You got Galar Flag Bear to power up everyone's attack and special attacks. Got physical moves up next effect and special moves up next effect by using his 4 move gauge trainer move. And that's that. And if we translate this into numbers, guys, this is what their numbers look like without the assistance of other sync pairs and without counting physical moves up next effect and special moves up next effect. So we're not counting the stacks of physical moves up next effect and special moves up next effect. With Champion Marnie, yes, she can become stronger. With Champion Bead, we're also not counting that. And the numbers are low. Why? He's a support sync pair. Don't exactly expect him to deal a lot of damage. And if you're looking for a sync pair that can deal damage, well, this is our damage calculation. Bead with Bee Freezing Glares at 3,066,903. With his sync move, it's 4 million something. It's top 8, top 19. If you're looking for a damage dealer, then by all means, do not scout for Champion Bead because supports or a support like him is not meant to dish out damage at all. So if you're looking for a damage dealer for Psychic type, maybe go for Anniversary May, who is also rerunning very soon. So go for her instead rather than Champion Bead if you need an attacker. And with that said, guys, that is actually it for this video. It's pretty short compared to my other videos. So just scout for your faves instead of the meta. Yes, he is a good sync pair only at 3 copies. At 3 copies, he becomes an effective support, defensive support. At 1 or 2 copies, he is good with offensive supports. But you have to worry about the move gauge management if you do not have, or if you do not pair him up with Head Start sync pairs. With sync pairs that can lower their sync move count on -3 at the start of the battle. It will become a lot slower, a lot more inefficient to use Bead compared to if you have Head Start 2. Like Emma plus Bead is gonna work. Lear plus Bead is gonna work. Probably someone like Cygnus with Alessa in Bead is probably gonna work. Leg Up is also gonna work. You know, Alder I think also has Leg Up. Alder plus Bead might work, but sync pairs that cannot lower their sync move countdown at the start of the battle might be a little bit trickier to use for Bead than that. And then Bead, yeah, that's all I can think of for Bead. He's a cocky character, so if you do not like Bead, then definitely do not scout. If you like Bead, then definitely scout for him. If you like Pink, then scout for Bead, but he's not showering you with Pink this time. He's just showering you with the color of Bead. And when is Opal coming to Pokemon Masters? I'm waiting. I want Opal. Opal is a funny, interesting character. An old lady, and we all love old ladies. Kek. So with that said, guys, that's it. If you want to check out my how many gems can we get, check this out. Again, if you get shafted, that's 36,600 gems to get your first copy. And with that, check out if you want positive things, although I did say a couple of positive things. But if you want overly positive stuff, check out my 3-year anniversary Who to Scout for video, as well as my 1 out of 5 or 0 out of 5, none out of 5 video for Bead. Again, if you just want 1 copy or 2 copies, don't expect him to be decent in defending your sync pairs. Again, he cannot recover your teammates. No synchro healing, no potion, no mini potion, all. Only cares about himself. Curative Confusion and Recuperation 2. Something like that. Alright, that is it for my Do Not Scout video. Again, don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you haven't. Leave your notifications on. Subscribe. Leave a comment. Are you scouting for Bead or not? If you are, good luck. And if you get shafted, well, do not blame me. Good luck. If you're not scouting, then good. You have no chance. You're saving yourself from all the shafts, all the emotional damage that most people will probably encounter while scouting for Bead. But if you're lucky, then congratulations. I bonk you in the head. Alright guys, I end by thanking, as usual, my gifters out there. Thank you for all the generosity. If you feel like it, you can shower this people with this community with love by gifting a membership, or just by, you know, sharing some positive things in the live chat or the comment section, and also by hitting the super chat button, super thanks button if you feel like it, or supporting the channel by clicking on the join button, becoming a member for as low as $1 a month for Pokeballs here. It's a little bit higher for the others, but thank you to my crazy Shadow Phil for day 1 Master Ball tier member, and now 2-year. Crazy. Thank you so much, Shadow Phil. Thank you, Marokman, for Ultra Ball. Thank you, Aurora Espion and Yuki for Great Ball. Thank you, Shido Vods and Ardapome for Premier Ball. Thank you to my 2-year Pokeball members, Alcin, Roy, Luca, Jeremy, almost there at 23 months. Thank you, Jeremy, Sasori, Marcella, Kosei, Iwiz for 1 year. And thank you to Tatsuya Gold, Apsaras, Kundan, and Pokeball Friendo. Or Pokefriendo. Pokeball Friendo, sus. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your kindness. And with that said, this is Sol, also known as SPL Gum, also known as Spatial Gum, also known as Grunt. The artist Team Skull Grunt. I will see you in the next video. Oh yeah, announcement for SPL Gum Challenge 6 tonight. See you in the next one. Rawr.